the household could be set free through that one, because that's the power of that love. The presence of God is the presence of love, and that one person that's willing to submit to the authority to that can transform that whole household. Even though everybody in the household is out there wilding out, but through that one person that submitted themselves to love, it will cover the multitude of all their sins. If you heard the story of Job, how, he was a righteous man, and but he feared that his children was doing some stuff. They would every day they would do some stuff. So he decided to go ahead and sacrifice every day offerings unto God for the behalf of his children, because he thought they was doing some stuff that they shouldn't have been doing. If you notice, the acts that he's doing, we would say is honorable, because he's trying to be right. He's trying to do what's right. But that's fear. That's fear. That's not love. That's fear. So he's trying to appease God. He's trying to please God. He's trying to atone his children's sin by trying to make God happy. God knows your heart. He knows if your heart is connected to his love or not. You could say it with a straight face if you want to. I love you, God, and you know my heart, you know my intentions. But he knows if your intentions is connected to his love, or if your intentions is connected to another lover, which is fear. He knows that. Job put himself in a position out of love because he got afraid of what his children was doing. So now everything he's doing is going to be out of the fearful act. If you notice, after the situation between God and Satan, whatever happened and all that, look at the acts. Look at the stuff that was coming out of Job's mouth. Look at the stuff that was surrounding Job. It was all fear-based. All fear-based. Until God finally got his opportunity to talk to Job. Job had got so love deprived that he said, "Curse the day that I was born." Curse it. He was that love deprived. He was gone away from love. This is when we at the mercy of Satan himself. And this is when death comes around and it circles and it tries to wipe us out, when we are love deprived. So God has a conversation with Job. And for those who try to make this a battle between good and evil, you could do that if you want. Just make this a battle between yourself. Between you have a choice to choose to stay on the love train or hop off of it. God has this conversation with Job. Job, where were you when I created the foundations of the world? Where were you when I formed you in your mother's womb? Where were you when I made the sun, the moon, and the stars? Where were you? Immediately put Job in his proper position. Back to humbling himself. Humility awaits love. If a person is full of pride, and they're going to be full of pride based upon fear, they could have saw their mom and another guy get into it as a kid. They could have saw their dad go to different women and everything else. So this is just classic examples. They could have saw their parents getting high. They could have saw easy money come in. They could have saw how, as a kid, they got what they wanted, but they don't know how they was able to get what they wanted. They could have saw their parents being abusive towards them, doing some ungodly things towards them. They could have saw all that. And all this created this throne of pride. And they would sit on this throne. This is how it works. Fear would come in and say you could be a god in your own eyes. Take all that stuff that you saw and let's build you a throne and sit on it. And no one will be able to take you down. It's what fear will propose to the soul. So we sit upon this throne and we guard ourselves with ravaging dogs or ravaging lions, whatever. We surround ourselves with walls that nobody can get in. The only thing that could penetrate all that is truth. Truth is not going to bombard the doors down. It's not going to do anything. Truth is so great. It just walks. And more likely, how truth works, the person who is bombarding themselves away from love because fear has told them you could have your own throne and you could sit on it. You could be a god in your own eyes on his own throne. You could tell people what you want out of fear. You could command people, and you want people around you that's afraid of you. You want people around that you can manipulate. You want people around you that you can that you can threaten, that you could just do whatever you want. This is the best that fear can offer you. And the only thing that's a threat to you is truth. But you know who brings truth to a person like that? That very person. See, they're not all knowing. But fear is not all knowing. Fear is not all knowledgeable. Fear is not God. So it doesn't know anything. The person would summons God through a moment of light, like a pinhole in a piece of paper. That much of light that got inside that soul. And with that little pinhole, they was able to summons God. I need help. So here comes truth across their doorstep. I didn't call you truth. Yeah, you called truth. See, that's fear talking and telling you that you didn't call it, but you called it. We are that connected to God. He never left us. We left him. Truth came walking past your door because you called truth. I never called you, but you called truth. So God got soldiers all on this earth that's willing to listen to his command. Not just the angels. He got souls that's willing to listen to his command, and they will walk across he will say, go left, and they will go. And they'll come across your door path, and they will offer you an opportunity to hop on the love train or hop on the love train. You have a choice. All right, my people of faith, remember you are the blessed. Let's be the blessing. Let's keep walking.